Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of the Wizard101 Let's Play series. Last episode, we finished up the Pyramid of the Sun, got that all done and dusted with, got the throne in fire, but between episodes, I did a few things. First off, and the biggest one, I decided to do 1 or 2 skeleton key fights, specifically raw, which if you didn't know, in the library, Jesus Christ, this map looks like way over cluttered now. If you look, it's so hard to see because of Selenopolis. Whoever did this at King's Isle, this was a bad choice. In the library right here, if you go into the side room, there is the skeleton key boss Ra, and I had a wooden skeleton key from, I believe it was the side quest, the Old Town Drains gave me one. Boom, look at this. We got Alhaz here.
Greetings.
Greetings. That's
Welcome,
a deep-ass voice.
I am Professor Alhaz. If you seek the Order of the Fang, you have found it.
You tell Professor Alhaz.
I have seen no malice there, but before I
The
say
Kroconomicon.
more,
Okay.
you must earn the Order's trust. Please
Of
go
course,
to
of
the
course. So we need to
Krocosphinx.
earn the
Seek
Order's
out
trust
Shalik
through the
Demise
Krocosphinx. But
and
before that,
heed
I
his
need to get to
words.
the point that I wanted to make. I got a mount. The whole reason why I did Raw was because I knew that there was a decently high chance, not like a high chance, but a decently high chance that I would get the pony mount, which after doing 2 runs, I did in fact get it because I did 1 run from the initial key, and then I believe Raw dropped another key, which I then used to do it again, and bada bing, bada boom, Starlight Pony acquired, which is pretty sick because it means that I can stop using 1-day mounts all the time. I also got these cool boots right here, and also this wand. So I got decently lucky with the drops. The wand isn't anything particularly special, but it does give me an extra pip, which is pretty cool, and a few cards, which I don't really care about. And then the boots are actually insanely good for this level.
Greetings, wizard.
Greetings,
So,
wizard.
The professor wants to test you. We are the ones being tested. They will try to enslave everyone.
That's not
We
cool.
must reunite the Order of the Fang. We have strong allies in the Manders, but they are struggling. Earn
You don't
our
say.
trust by helping. While Alhaz and I remained awake during the Great Sleep, other members of the Order of the Fang did not. If you are sincerely here to help, now is the time to seek them out. I only hope he has
Alright.
not suffered for
Seek
his
out
bravery.
General Khaba
Go
in the
find
Hall of
Commander
Champions.
Rami in the Hall of Champions. Rami can
Of
help
course,
you
of
find
course.
Khaba.
Now, I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. Obviously, I'll feel it out. I'll look at what's happening, and I'll judge it based on that. But I think, honestly, the Krocosphinx might end up being split into 4 episodes, because I feel like if I try to combine any of the areas, it will be too long. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see, depending on, you know, what the time is on some of these.
I hope you've come to help, young wizard, because this place.
I
You're
have.
not the only one looking for General Khaba. The Tuts are looking for the Order of the Fang. We must slow them down before they find the General.
All right.
Surely a powerful wizard like yourself can take out their minion, the Sphinx Sakwi.
Now, the best thing about this wand that I got is that it gives me an extra pip. Now, I actually would have gotten it anyway because the wand I got at level 20 anyway had an extra pip, which was good. But then I got this wand and I was like, why not? Realistically, I'm not going to use the cards anyway, so there's no real benefit to it. But, I don't know. It's cool to have a wand that gives an extra pip. It's very useful, because now I can cast this Banshee round 2. Boom. Obliterated. So yeah, I did that between episodes. I did quite a few side quests, and I also did the box event, the first box event in Wizard City to get a little bit extra XP, which was pretty good. It just gave about 1,300. And from all of that, I got to level 21, which is pretty cool. It means that I will probably be, if I had to guess, about level 25 when I finish Krokotopia, which would be pretty cool. I still haven't decided whether I want to do Kimbalung village on screen or not. I'm not sure about that. We'll see. Is there really not two? There we go. We'll see about that. I'm gonna be back after I finish this fight. I'm just gonna quickly finish it up. All right, boom, done and dusted. I got a badge. I don't know what the badge is. Croc Hunter,
So,
awesome.
General
Well, no, I got
Khaba is safe
Croc
for
Thrasher.
now. So far, you are as good. General Khaba will speak only to someone carrying the seal of the Fang. We must get it before he tricks the general into revealing himself. We shall see if you can defeat Neckbet in his chamber.
Neckbet. Yeah, so I will say, and I'm sure many people agree with this, this part of Crocotopia is probably my least favorite. I feel like the Krocosphinx really feels like it's slow. There's just something about it that, like, oh, that is a messed up texture. There's something about the Krocosphinx that just really makes it feel like it slows down to a halt. Like, maybe it's also the fact that the quests just kind of get a little bit boring, or the characters. I don't know. Or maybe it's maybe it's the aesthetic. But I've found that whenever I get to the Krocosphinx, I'm like, okay, I no longer want to be in Croc anymore. But maybe that's also bad memories, because as a kid, fun fact, I got stuck in the Krocosphinx for probably over a year, because I was very, very stupid. To the guy that commented on that video when I was talking about, I was actually last video, who was like, man, Kid You sounds kind of stupid. You're right, but at the same time, bro, I was in fact 9 years old when I did this world, and 9 is a very young age. 9-year-olds are very, very dumb, myself included. Yeah, so I feel like I shouldn't struggle too much between, like, with bosses for a while, because I mean, I got Blade, I got Trap, I got more health than a few would at this level. I feel like I just got a good handle on the game right now. And you've fizzled. Being Death also really helps. Like, I can use this Vampire and go kind of crazy with it. Now, I was looking at Spellements, because Spellements are a very interesting aspect of this game, I feel, because I feel like they are a genuinely interesting system, and it is thought out in an interesting way. The problem is that the reward and how you get Spellements sucks so bad. Like, the amount of Spellements you get as drops is so abysmally bad that it really makes you never want to get Spellements. Which I think it's just kind of unfortunate, because I feel like the actual Spellement system to upgrade Spellements, like upgrade spells, is a really interesting idea. Oh, that's not... That's why you don't drink and drive, kids. I wasn't drinking and driving. I just wasn't paying attention. Don't text and drive. But yeah, I feel like the Spellement system's very interesting and, like, actually cool, but because of how rare their drops are, it just feels kind of pointless. But I was looking up Spellement drops, and I found that Banshee and Vampire are both dropped by the Agony Wraith.
I doubted you, but I never thought I'd see someone more powerful than the Tuts. I must stay here and keep my ears open, but go quickly.
Talk to
Khaba is
General
hiding in the
Khaba.
treasure room up ahead.
Yeah, they're... Banshee and Vampire can be dropped by the Agony Wraith, which I thought would be interesting. I'll scope it out once I get there, like how many Spellements the Agony Wraith drops, because if he drops a lot, I might actually stay for a while and, like, off camera grind up at least one of my spells. Like, particularly Vampire seems like it would be very good to
You bear the seal
level
of the
up.
Fang. Tell me, wizard, what events occurred?
You tell General Khaba about the Tuts' desire to rule over many worlds.
If only we had succeeded in crushing the Tuts earlier. I tried to protect the Order of the Fang without it. But if we are to defeat
We
the
need
Tuts
his
this
lucky
time,
coin.
I'll need my coin
His
of
coin
destiny.
of destiny.
Please help me recover my strength by destroying that soul scavenger nearby.
Yeah, but to finish a thought that I had earlier, and to describe it a little bit more accurately, I got stuck in Krokotopia as a kid for a very long time, particularly over a year. And you may be asking, Noah, how did you do that? This game is really easy. And yes, it is really easy, but when you're a kid, you're very dumb. And the quest that I got stuck on is coming up, actually. It's to get, like, the glacial shards from the Glacial Avengers over here. And fun fact, back when this game first came out, or at least beyond a few years ago, I think they changed it semi-recently. It used to be a defeat and collect 6 or a defeat and collect 8. I forget which. And on top of that, this boss is a death boss. I need to convert. I was not paying attention. That's quite annoying. Let me throw some converts in. I can also probably remove one of these ghouls because I don't really use ghoul all that much anymore. But yeah, that quest was really rough because all of the Glacial Avengers had like 395 health. I was a fire wizard, so they spammed shields. I couldn't find anyone to help me, and when I finally did manage to actually beat some of the Glacial Avengers, I would find that I wouldn't collect them. So that quest I was stuck on for over a year until eventually my friend that my friend that I'm still friends with to this day helped me out a bit. He was already in like Dragonspire Plus at that point, so it was easy. But 9-year-old me was like, wow. Alright, let's throw a convert up. If I throw up a convert and then a trap, I should be able to very easily kill the soul scavenger. Yeah, I would like to upgrade some of my spells with spell elements. Vampire in particular gets some really interesting upgrades where not really interesting, but its damage goes up flat, so it goes from 335 to like 360 plus, which is actually pretty good. But the biggest thing, and the main reason why I would want to upgrade it, is it actually upgrades the accuracy as well. So it upgrades to 95% accuracy at the max tier, which is good. It means that my vampire will never fizzle, and when I do cast, it'll also do even more damage. Because I feel like vampire is going to be the spell I want to use for a while. The heal back is very useful. It does a decent amount of damage. Overall, I think it's just going to be, the play. Alright. I'm going to do a blade. Aha, I just got a comment. Let's live read this comment. The comment reads, can you do a video on the new Pirate 101 update? There is a new level cap increase, new powers, new companions, and a new pack, and it's not an area that is ported over from Wiz. Intriguing. Now let me tell you, I haven't even finished Pirate 101, so will I do that? Probably not. Aww. Why did you put a weakness on me? That's just rude. I've never finished Pirate 101, so the answer to that's probably not. Given that I don't actually, like, have the means to show off any of that. But I have been meaning to play Pirate 101 and complete Pirate 101, but I really don't want to spend an extra, like, $7 on a membership right now. Not that I can't, but I just don't want to. Alright, perfect. I have a mark to go back. Loading screen. Classic. Alright, hello, General Khaba.
With this coin in my possession, I can feel my strength returning.
Imagine all of your strength being dictated by a coin.
Battle. I hope
That
I will not
sucks.
fail. But first, I need my sword. I gave it to Rami for safekeeping.
Alright.
Go to him and get it for me.
I don't know what the point of this teleporter is. It's, like, very unhelpful to the quest. If the teleporter hub was over by Rami, it would be useful, but it's not. Therefore, it isn't. Classic King's Isle moment. So I was thinking, actually, of maybe taking a break in these episodes of Krokotopia to go do Wisteria real fast, because I imagine I can finish Wisteria in 2 episodes, probably, which could be cool.
Honored one, I am afraid that all I have left of the sword is this. Please take it to the great general if he needs it.
Brother, what did you do to his sword? You can't just destroy a man's sword.
What? This is just a scabbard. How can I fight the Tuts with just a scabbard?
You bring up a fair
We
point.
must rebuild my weapon then. First, for the blade, I will need ice shards should do the trick.
Ice shards.
We should be able to
Alright.
fight
This
in
right here is the
area.
quest I was stuck on for many years. Not many years, but it was more than a year. Alright, can I get 2 in a battle? I can in fact get 2 in a battle. Never mind. Okay, well, that's fine. The second one will hopefully walk into the battle from behind. Yeah, these guys were just rather difficult. Like, as a kid, I didn't really know anything about... Like, I imagine that I probably didn't have good gear. I probably just, like, used dropped gear. And then I was a fire, so they had shields. There was just a lot going on, you know? Alright. So I think the play... I don't think I can kill with a trapped banshee, so maybe if I... With a blade, I should be able to kill a vampire in the second one. Easy clap, easy dub. Okay, so what I'm thinking, right, is that I'm at about 17 minutes already, and there's going to be quite a few more fights going on. I think the play is to split this episode and the Grand Arena into 2, and then try to do the Vault of Ice and Emperor's Retreat in 1 episode. And I think it will be a super long episode. I think it'll be 50 minutes plus. So hopefully you all want a long episode, because that's going to be upcoming. But again, I might throw in Wisteria in the middle of this, because I am level 20, so I can do it. Like, I can finish Wisteria in the middle there, and Wisteria shouldn't be too hard. I don't really know... There's no particular benefits except for, like, a little bit extra XP. Alright, both ice shards first try. That would not happen back in the day. Back in the day, every collect quest used to be like a genuine struggle.
These will do nicely. Well done. All right. Now
I forgot I need to do this.
Carapace to form the hilt. Ice Weaver shells should be perfect for it.
Is his audio crackling, or is that just me?
Grand arena.
Are these earbuds messed up, or was his audio crackling? It probably was his audio. Alright. I do want to try to get a new pet soon. Whether that be by, like... You know, maybe I try to get one as a drop from a key boss. I don't really have a lot of skeleton keys, though. And by that, I mean I don't have really any. So I'd have to see if other people had skeleton keys. So that's probably out. I don't really want to do that. It's the sooner I get not even a good pet, but an okay pet though, the better. Like even if I just get a basic pet that has 1 damage upgrade on it, that would be very useful to have. Alright. I'll kill the second one. I'm very excited for Marleybone. I know I just did in my world rankings, I just ranked it in S, so you could probably get an idea of how much I like Marleybone, but I love Marleybone. And it's always like around this part of Krokotopia that I'm always like, I don't want to be in Krokotopia anymore, it's time for Marleybone. But we're not there yet. Few episodes. If you haven't watched my world ranking video, make sure to go watch my world ranking video. Because I feel like it'll be interesting to see it now and then to see it again at the end of this series and like where I'm gonna rank the worlds. Alright, Perish. Please give me everything I need from this battle. I don't even know if I can collect everything I need from this battle, to be honest. No, I need 4. So I'm going to... Actually, wait. No, it's not worth it to have. If I could... Yeah, it's not worth it. Unfortunate. Well, whatever. I'm gonna pause, and I'll be back once I've finished another fight. Alright, that was an easy fight. It was quite fast. I started with a power pip, and that makes everything go much faster. I do have a 23% power pip rating, so I am, like... It is convenient. I start with power pip semi-frequently now. And then on top of the pip wand, it's such a useful combo to have at this level.
Yes, these will do. Good work.
Man, his mic is
Wield
crackling.
these gems to magnify the blade's power, for it is the blade of a general. I will
Not
need
anymore.
you to collect these
Interesting.
gems in the area.
Sometimes I think I'm going crazy, sometimes I don't. Alright. Get some gems. I like this little icon down here that they added to the quest helper. That must have been added semi-recently, because I don't remember that in the last few times I've been questing characters up. But this little icon's, like, kind of cool, because it shows you, like, what your objective is. It's convenient is what it is, and I do like convenience in my video games. Alright. One more gemstone. I remember, I think it used to be collect 10 gemstones, wasn't it? It's either 10 or 8. It's crazy how much, like, all of these lowered quests do to make these areas
Yes,
faster.
these will be good. They'll fit in perfectly. Now, I require something to wrap around the hilt
Dworgen.
for a
Good, good. As you gain power, you can control greater things. I have a new
You don't
spell
say.
for you to master.
Now, what do I get at level 22? I don't even remember, actually. I know 26 is Faint, which will be incredibly useful. It'll make boss fights much easier. Alright, just gonna go for a Banshee. Yeah, I'm not sure what 22 is. It can't be Skeletal Pirate, right? That has to be level 33. I think... Actually, I don't think I did my level 18 school quest, now that I'm thinking about it, so I don't have that spell either. I know Anime is somewhere in there. So I need to go do that soon. Wow. What a noise. Alright. These guys have weird casting sounds. And weird death noises. Manders are just all around a little strange. Alright, easy clap for the boy. Yeah, so I don't know if I finished this thought earlier. I'm not entirely sure. It's hard to remember what I was thinking about 4 minutes ago. A side effect of presumably undiagnosed ADHD. Yeah, doing quests, like doing areas between episodes, I'm not sure whether I want to include, like, some of the side dungeons as episodes or as streams, or just do them off camera. Forge the blade. So, like,
key to unlock the entrance to his lair. Defeat his guards.
Kemalung Village, I'm not sure if I want to do it on camera or just, you know, blitz through it off camera through team up or something, because realistically I'm probably not going to farm it. It's just not really worth farming. Some of the gear is okay, but is it worth getting when I'm just going to get Zeus gear, or at least some Zeus gear in about 5 levels anyway? Probably not. Because I should hit level 30 pretty early into Marleybone, but the boosted XP, it should genuinely make getting to level 30 incredibly fast. Which is crazy, because you used to get to level 30, if you didn't do side quests, you used to get to level 30 right at Crimson Fields. Now it should be quite a bit earlier, and on top of me doing side quests, I'll be there even earlier. I think it would be fun to hit like level 60 in early Celestia. Not before Celestia, Because then I think I'd have to do Winter Tusk, and I'm not sure if I want to do Winter Tusk or not. Alright. Man, these fights go so smooth when I get Power Pips. It's going to be exciting once we get the Skyron Hasta, because I'll start every fight with a Power Pip. Alright. Sakui Crusher down. Boom and boom. I need to see... Unfortunately, there's a side quest from Zen A that requires you to go back in the Vault of Ice, but unfortunately, I think he gives it after you're done with the Vault of Ice. It's just very unfortunate.
Now. You have proven to be a most valiant warrior. Would
Hell yeah, I have.
perform the boldest part of the plan? Defeat Aji Sakui and use the Frozen Forge to create my new blade.
That I will. So, You know, I could just add these to my deck like this, because they are better. Actually, that Banshee is quite a bit better. The Vampire is also quite a bit better, so I'm just going to add those to my deck. I could add Skeletal Pirate, but I feel like Skeletal Pirate isn't going to be as useful without starting with a guaranteed 3 pips.
Evade me, wizard. Prepare to meet your doom.
Yes, sir. Okay, now we're also going to start getting to the point where these enemies... I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it, and I'd say that this will kill. I have 10% damage, so it should do at least 308. Nice. All right. First round, look at that. Sorry, I cut myself off. Some of these episodes, you will notice when my ADHD is, like, going off, because sometimes my brain is just so scatterbrained that I can't think a thought continuously, which that was exceptionally noticeable in my older Let's Play series episodes. Before, like, I feel like I'm a lot better at talking now than I was then. Then there would be, like, long... Sometimes there would be, like, a minute-long silence. Sometimes I just would ramble about nothing. Now I'm rambling about nothing, but I'm doing it with a little bit of finesse, a little bit of skill. Like, I try to keep any pause I might do to a minimum, you know? Like, I don't want to pause for longer than 5 seconds. Because then you guys would get bored and click off the video. $722 damage, easy. That fight was very smooth. Got some elemental spellaments, which not incredibly useful to me, but fine. I'm actually kind of shocked this street took 30 minutes.
Excellent work, wizard. You made my plan a success. With you,
Hell yeah, I did.
I must stay and rally our forces. You go tell Shalak the Wise in the entrance hall that I am once again ready to lead our fight.
I like how supposedly they're, like, good friends, but he still uses the name Shalak the Wise. Like, that's their full name rather than just their title.
Excellent. You found the great General Khaba and returned him to the fold. Perhaps
you're really
the sleep
shaken.
has no ill effect on any. With General Khaba, the Order can plan strategy. But without our fearless warrior, Kai Amate the Great, who are we? I'm concerned that our Mander ally, Akko, has not yet found Kai Amate. Kai Amate's ferocity and
Stop saying
stirs
Kai
the
Amate
fight in
like
all
that.
of us. He must be found.
He must be found. But that is a job for tomorrow's me rather than today's me. Today, I'm going to go probably exercise and then eat some food and just relax for the rest of the day. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, hit the sub button. If you become a channel member, you can watch some of these episodes up to 2 to 3 days early, which is pretty cool if you want to just listen to my voice for 30 minutes plus. But otherwise, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Adios.